between the Seattle Mariners and the Oakland A's. As October draws nearer, the race for the postseason intensifies. A pivotal game for two division rivals. Next. Paul Blackburn gets the ball for Oakland in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Ground ball left side. Harrison's got it. And there's one gone to begin the evening. A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Row. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
3-2, a full count to the Mariners' designated hitter.
4-seam heater right down the middle. I would have thought he popped the clutch on that pitch.
Down the third baseline. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This ball might have caught him in between hops. He looked unsure which way to turn his glove, and the next thing you know, it's by him.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, as he'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield. Making the play here is Harrison, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, 23.
So here now is Ty France, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for Elvis at short. Scooped up, throws there at first, so the error doesn't hurt him on the scoreboard as the inning is 1 left for Seattle. Mariners nothing. A's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Marco Gonzalez is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mariners. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Mark Canha is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. This is on the ground over to first. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
You know, D-Row, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's more moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Here's Starling Marte as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. The average coming into play right at 320. 8 home runs and 38 runs batted in. Behind 0-2 now. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Canha on at first, nobody out. timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Ground ball to second. This could be two. Fielded cleanly. One there. On to first, and they get them both. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. He's having a really nice season, hitting over 300 coming into this one. We all know that that's the magic number. When you hit over 300 for a season, you've got plenty to be proud of. Now we'll see if he can keep it up over the rest of the year.
Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. He's go quietly there. We are still scoreless.
Leading off for the Mariners.
And stepping in, Abraham Toro. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike one.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Down the first baseline. Reined in. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting fifth.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And, guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one.
A 2-0 count to the Mariners left fielder. 2-0 count, the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. And it's fouled away. He'll try it again. 3-2. Line, but speared on a hop. And there's out number 2.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 10. Jared
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jared Kelenic. Trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. A ball and no strikes. Up top, it's 2-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Looked like he went around that time. They'll appeal down to third, and yes, sir, it's strike one. Right side, but it's well foul. No score here as we play inning number 2. Popped him up. Olsen has a play. And that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And that means the catcher Yan Gomes bats next. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Go.
Now the 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around a leadoff walk.
3-1 to Yan Gomes. Swing and a liner. But right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out.
Batting fifth.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
The numbers coming in. He's at 255, 13 home runs, and 62 driven in. 2-0. Gonzalez has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
Batting sixth. The third baseman.
Next to hit is Josh Harrison, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. A 1 pitch on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
And this was set up perfectly for him to start the double play. He's in ideal position. Then I think he got a little bit ahead of himself. You know that old saying, be quick but don't hurry? Well, I think that was demonstrated right here.
And that brings up Chad Pinder as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Number 5 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Batting eighth. The catcher.
And now in the box, Sean Murphy. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. First pitch on the way. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1. Lowry on second. Harrison on at first with 2 down. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And it's 1-2. This one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. A's strand a couple. We'll move to the third with no score.
Back now in Oakland, home of the A's, who've certainly treated these fans to some impressive pitching so far this year. When it comes to their team ERA, they enter the day with one of the best in the league. And talking with some of the pitchers earlier, they mentioned how they've all been able to inspire each other this year. One said, every one of these guys seems to bring their best to the mound every single day, so that really motivates me to do the same. We hold each other to a pretty high standard, and that works for us. Clearly, it's a group that takes a ton of pride in what they do, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. But fortunately, he'll hold on at first with just a single.
Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 5.
Stepping in now, number 5. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the right fielder. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Into the box now, J.P. Crawford, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. The 1-1. Popped him up. Lowry is there. He's got it one away.
Great scoring opportunity
Now
miss right there. You talk about frustration, popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
First offering, Mitch Haniger stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. And he misses again, 2-0.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
High and deep down the left field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
His heart sank right there when that ball met the bat, but just had him out front just enough to give him another shot at potentially putting him away.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And an early birthday gift as he swings and misses at ball 4.
There's nothing better as a pitcher than throwing what should have been ball 4, but you're able to get a guy to chase after it anyway.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Kyle Seager will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Hit in the air out to center field. After it is Marte. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Mariners leave a couple. Home half of the third coming up. No. Here's Elvis Andrus now. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
The shortstop, Elvis.
Here's the first pitch. And a curveball in for a strike.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Here it comes now to Andrus. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. One gone for the A's here in the third. And striding into bat next, it will be Mark Canha. Now the first pitch. In his career, Canha has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
What a well-executed sinker right there. There's really nothing you can do with that pitch. You're either burying it into the ground or fouling it off your shin.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. France in foul ground. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. All set for the start of the fourth, and that'll bring in Ty France.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Pinder settles under it, and there's 1 gone.
Up next for Seattle, the second.
Next, it'll be Abraham Toro. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
1-1 the count now. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the fourth.
Now batting, left fielder.
Next up is Jake Fraley. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the pitch.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Mariners are down in order. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Bottom of the inning now, and that brings in the big power-hitting first baseman, Matt Olson. Now here's the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. .0 is a curveball that's over for strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Legs churning. He's headed for second, but that'll be off the wall in right center. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
This thing stays in the park, but let me tell you something. He absolutely crushed this thing. This park is no bandbox. It takes a lot to get one out of here, and he almost does it. It carried a long time and hit it halfway up the wall for a long double.
At the plate now, Yan Gomes. Skied into straightaway right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? Here's Jed Lowry now.
Second baseman, Jed Lowry.
Now the first pitch.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team the lead.
1-1 the count. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And another foul ball. Olsen takes his lead at third with 1 away. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt, and he makes the throw to first. Lowry is retired, 2 down now.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Next up for the A's, Josh Harrison, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ripped down the line. And there's a base hit as the run will score from third, and the A's have taken a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
In now, Chad Pinder, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error on the Oakland line score. So a full count now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And he fouls this one off. Once again, a 3-2. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
So next to hit is Sean Murphy, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
There's a strike. It's 2-1. To 2-2 now.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Still 2-2. High in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder, but this will land untouched. Cutter, and it doesn't make it back. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He's right there. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. A's have to settle for. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th. First pitch on its way.
The center fielder, number 10.
Jared Kelenic is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
He's in complete command of his two-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They are getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Cal Raleigh is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. He singled in his first AB. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
From the stretch. Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Comes set, now the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the run is in to score from second. It's 1-1.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
You have to find a way to get this bunt down right here. Advance the runners, get him into scoring position, second and third. Anything you have to do to execute this bunt needs to be done right here.
1-1. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 1-2 pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Swinging a looper to left. And that's going to fall for a base hit. The throw home. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to tie him up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter is looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
Mitch Haniger the next to bat, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Now the 2-1. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
The 3-1 pitch.
Nope,
and a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Digging in will be Kyle Seager. He's popped up in his first plate appearance and flied out last time around. Jake Diekman is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. First offering, and he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He can't get to it. This one's down. 1 run scores. And he's safe.
You love the aggressive base running right there. It's not easy to make that throw and give that catcher time to adjust his feet and get that tag down.
No, very aggressive send right there. You take a chance. You hope the throw is a little bit offline, and that paid off right there.
To the plate now, Ty France, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. No hits to this point. Fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
0 for 2 for him to this point. That misses. 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
3-0 to him now. From the stretch. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Possibly a double play ball now for Andrus. To Lowry at the bag. Relay to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mariners 4 and the A's 1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. 2-1. Three and 1 now.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
Looked like he swung at ball 4 right there. Clearly he saw something in that pitch that he liked out of the pitcher's hand, but that wasn't a pitch he was going to do a whole lot with.
Payoff pitch one more time. Hard ground ball to third. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
And that's one of those plays that stay with you for an entire game. You want to get the first out on what appears to be a routine play, but you can't get it done. The good news, he has some time to redeem himself.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Mark Canha. He's set. Here it comes. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Fouled away. Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kelnick is there, and he has it for the first out.
The center fielder,
Next, here is Starling Marte. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First offering. A bouncer to the left side. To second for one, but one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Definitely a risky and aggressive play from the pitcher there, but he made it work out. They practice plays like that a lot in spring training, so it paid off this time.
Matt Olson is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Two and 0.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
And this one's in the dirt. And he'll keep that runner where he is, but meanwhile it's 3-0 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Matt Olson connects for a 2-run home run. Number 33 on the year as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Standing in now, Yan Gomes, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pop foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Count remains 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Long run for the right fielder, and this one bounds around against the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
So now to the plate, Jed Lowry, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. The set and the 1-0. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. But the Athletics strike for two, both coming on this two-run home run. 5 innings complete. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Into the box, Jake Fraley flew out last time up.
The left fielder.
Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Now the pitch. And it's fouled away. A wave and a miss made him reach. And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Now batting.
Digging in now is Jared Kelnick. He's 1 for 2 in this one. From the stretch. 4 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors on the Seattle line score so far. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Mariners center fielder now with a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Throw. Gets him 2 down.
Now batting. Catcher.
Now it'll be Cal Raleigh as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here.
Hey, swinging from the right side against left-handed pitching has been an area of concern for this guy so far this season. And his numbers aren't very pretty in those matchups.
The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Hey!
4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. 2-1 pitch is a sinker, swung on and missed. 2-2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
High in the air into shallow left center. Left fielder coming on. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. And that'll bring up Josh Harrison.
Leading off for the A's, the third baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Harrison.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The right fielder, number 4. Yeah.
So 1 gone for the A's in their half of the 6th. And up next, the ever versatile Chad Pinder. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. One strike. Hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second
Now
out.
batting, catcher, John Murphy.
In at the plate is Sean Murphy. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard towards center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on
Now
that
batting,
0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The
And
result
through.
works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
2-0 now. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Popped up. Toro waits on it. And he's got it for the final out of the frame. A's strand 1. They still trail it here 4-3. So here is number 5. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings. But guys have to earn that trust of their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Deolis Guerra is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
1-1. Here it is. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
The count now at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Pitch is popped up. Lowry is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
1 away for Seattle now in inning number 7. And that brings up the shortstop J.P. Crawford. And that's in there for strike 1.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, designated hitter, Mitch.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And he fouls this one off. The 0-1 on its way. Right side hit hard. And that is through into right field for a single.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he pulled his neck and he stayed in there.
Stepping in now, Kyle Seager, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he misses again here. 2-0 to the Mariner third baseman. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
2-1.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
3-2, full count.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Henniger, the runner at first with 2 gone. Again, he sends it out of play. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Digging in next, Ty France. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts. After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
0-2. Here it is. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the catch. Matt Andrees gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th. So now here is Mark Hanna. He flew out in his last AB. First pitch of the AB now. Popped up. France trying to get there, and no one will get this one. Grounder down the line at 3rd. And that's out number 1.
The center fielder, number 2.
Next to stand in is Starling Marte. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Hit to short. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double.
That last at-bat, that showed me something. It's not that easy to hit a changeup over 400-plus feet out of the ballpark. So this guy gets some good extension, strong wrist, and this guy's got some terrific bat speed.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Now here's the pitch. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot that time for Matt Olson. His 2nd of the game, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Into the box now, Yan Gomes. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. The 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. 2-2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Here's a swing and a ground ball for Seager down at third. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. The A's strike for one on the solo homer. We'll march on to the eighth. All even now at 4 apiece. Ready to begin the eighth, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Abraham Toro. Andrew Chafin has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Number 39, Andrew.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is swung on and hit to Lowry at second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Next up, Jake Fraley. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Not close. It's 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
And here's a ball hit in the air. But it drops foul down there in the home bullpen area.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. No chance to recover, and let's hope he's okay out there. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Jared Kelnick comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
A high fastball is in there.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Up
next to hit, Cal Raleigh. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. In there at the letters 0-1.
Hey, you could tell right there the hitter was almost fooled by that pitch, expecting the nasty slider to break down and away, and had hung in the middle of the plate. Too late for him to pull a trigger. 2
out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mariners leave 1. Still all square at 4 apiece. Stepping up is Jed Lowry. He bounced out last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Third baseman, number 1.
Josh Harrison stands in. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The right fielder, number 4.
Striding in for Oakland, Chad Pinder. First pitch on the way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Ready on 0-2. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning Digging in now for the Mariners, number 5. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Sergio Romo will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Number 54, Sergio Romo.
First pitch of the AB now.
1-0.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Ground ball right side. Scooped up, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, J.P. Crawford. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Lays off 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0. 3-0 now.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
3-1. Drilled to first, right to him, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Lou Trevino comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate. Next will be the designated hitter, Mitch Haniger, singled in his last at-bat. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that will end up a foul ball. Ready on 0-2. Drives it the other way to deep right. A ball that's carrying. But he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
At the plate, Kyle Sear, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Seared down the first baseline. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And now it'll be the catcher, Sean Murphy.
Sean Murphy.
He's set and the pitch. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Here's a pop-up now. And it's a base hit. So there you go. The potential winning run aboard to start off the home half of the 9th.
Now
hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. Interesting here. This is where you play a little bit of manager. It's an AL game. Let's see if he employs a little National League style. Maybe ask the guy to bunt and move the runner up right here. I don't think so, though. American League is nasty. You're trying to drive something in a gap or over a wall.
Wyatt Mills comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are two on here with nobody out. So now it's Mark Canha as he puts it on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly to second for one.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Digging in next will be Starling Marte. Here's the first pitch. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
This is lined into left field, and it's going to fall for a base hit. And it's celebration time as the A's are going to walk off with a win.
Always great when a game really comes down to the ninth inning like it did here. They had a chance to walk it off and send their fans home happy, and that's exactly what they did. Lots of smiles around here right now.
This evening's game comes to an end 5-4, the final tally. Oakland came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Lou Trevino gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base.